What's up, everyone? I'm gonna kind of give it a little bit for everyone to kind of join in today. Please let me know if y'all can, if the connection's good, everything's good. I'd really appreciate it. Good evening, Finn Secret TV. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Albert Highsaw, thanks so much for being here. El Catfish Grande, welcome, welcome. It's been a little while since I've been on live, but yeah, television pilot, man. It's been a little bit. Fishing with James, what's up, man? Hope everyone's having a great Monday. Today is Monday, I think. My days all run together. Slab Buster, there he is. What's up, man? Hey, Slab, man. That reminds me. I saw the Crappie Expo next year is going to be in your neck of the woods, buddy. Birmingham. Albert, thank you so much for that super chat. I really appreciate that. That goes right back into the channel. That kind of thing helps so much, Albert. I really appreciate that. Uncle Bill, what's up, man? Will do, buddy. Will do. Hope you're doing well and your wife as well, man. Nano's channel, here's the rain. Thanks for being here, Nano. Yeah, the rain is here, and it's not as much as I was hoping it would be, but hey, I'll take anything at this point. Slapbuster, we supposed to get the storms here tomorrow. First rain we've had in a while. Yeah, man, that's what's coming through today here. It's been raining most of the day here. We got a line of pretty good, little squall line coming in from the west with the cold front, I think, and we're going to get a little more rain on Thursday or Friday, I think. So, yeah, that's the most. This is going to be the most rain we've had that close together in a long time, Slabbuster. Glad to hear, Bill. Glad to hear. Yep, we have another small line of rain, says television pilot. That's true. Yeah, Slab, I was looking. I wonder what lake they're going to do that on, because, I mean, there's got to be some, like, the Coosa River. I forget what other lakes I saw over there, but. Vicky, thanks for being here. I hope you and Fredo are doing well. Mark Williams, thanks for being here, man. I hope you're doing well down that way, buddy. Not fishing, it just there. And those creeks going to have a little more water than last week. Yeah, Nano, I really don't think it's gonna make that much of a difference. This ground's soaking up a lot of this. That ground is really soaking up most of this, I think. Let's see. Slapbuster will be Gville, Weiss, or Lake Martin. Yeah, Lake Martin, I think, is what I'd seen over there, too. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. But, yeah, I hope everyone's doing great. Like I said, Monday. Awesome. Fredo's here. What's up, man? Gary, thanks for being here. South Carolina in the house. I think I said that right, Gary. It's been a while. Television pilot. There's a little puddling, but yeah, the ground is eating it. Yeah, I think we did get a little bit of runoff, television pilot, but I wish, I mean, we need a flood. We need a monsoon is what we really need, but we did, I mean, any kind of rain really helps at this point. I mean, if it rises an inch or two, then that's way better than nothing for sure. So, cannot complain, I guess, with the rain. And then the rain on Thursday, Friday, I think will be a little bit more beneficial for us, because this rain right here kind of primed the ground, soaked in, and I hope that rain will kind of run off a little more into the lakes. Slapbuster, they seem to go after deep and clear lakes, so Lake Martin, I'd guess. Yeah, it seems that way. Kind of leveled the playing field, I guess. Jeffrey Carter, hopefully Lake Levon rises. Yeah, Jeffrey, Lake Levon needs a lot of help. A lot of help. Hugo, thanks for being here, man. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining. Pescando con Roger, there he is. Thanks so much for being here, Roger. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, Vicky, I appreciate that. If y'all can, hit that thumbs up, hit that like button. That really helps me out, helps the channel out. And yeah, man, I'm super thankful for all the support. Slapbuster says, Neely Henry ain't big enough. Wyatt says, though, if it's a Coosa River Lake, I'm excited about it. Yeah, I think it's going to be a Coosa River Lake somewhere. It's got to be, right? That's what I'm thinking, Slab. But yeah, it's yeah, I apologize everyone for not being on live more often, but I mean, it's been a few things, honestly. Just been busy. As y'all know, my wife, she's due literally any day. I mean, any day. So we're just kind of, I guess, kind of waiting to see when the new edition's gonna arrive, and yeah, we're excited. So we're just kind of waiting. So I've been having to kind of stay close to home. Haven't been able to really go too far. So a lot of my videos have been, you know, closer to home, or just I haven't been able to branch out quite as much as I'd hoped. But you know, that's Slapbuster. It's not hard to catch. It's hard. It's not hard enough to catch big ones on the Coosa though. Thanks, Fredo. I appreciate it. Appreciate that. Thank you so much, Roger. I appreciate that, man. So yeah, like I said, just been staying close to home. I've been running a few trips. I haven't been doing a lot of trips. Just like I said, I've been super busy. You know, Sylvia's not been feeling well, and so I've been kind of having to, you know, do pretty much everything in some way, shape, or form. And I don't have a problem with that. It just, you know, takes up a lot of time, and, you know, takes up a lot of my energy as well. And so been running some trips, been having some good trips. Some trips been better than others, but for the most part, they've been pretty good. Fish are transitioning, fish are getting ready. I mean, we're getting really close to the end of the main lake season for me, for the most part. We are, you know, the water was down, I think 69 degrees last time I was out there last week, and once we get that water down to about 55, creeks are going to be good. What creeks do have water, and I'll explain more on that later. But so these fish are, the bite's really good on the main lake if you can get out there right now. The problem right now is we're starting to have some weather, so we're going to have some wind. I saw in the morning it's supposed to be gusting to 50 miles an hour out of the northwest here behind that cold front. So Slapbuster, congrats. Family is growing, man. I'm happy for you. Busy, busy man. Yeah, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, just staying busy for sure. Oh, no, Roger. Haven't fished since 2 weeks ago, man. It's tough, buddy. Nope, that's right. Yeah, lake's low, man. Lake is low, Roger. And I really don't think we are, I'm in the boat, by the way, today. I'm in the garage in the boat. I'm in the middle of the boat seat. And this rain's helping, but this rain's not going to get us where we need to be. We're going to have a low water year this year. There's just no way around it. I was looking at the long range weather models and stuff like that. After this week, I mean, it dries up pretty good. So I don't think we're going to be getting that monsoon rain, at least during the winter. It might happen in the spring, but we'll see. Television pilot, I had to clean up a big piece of the tree the wind broke off yesterday. Yeah, it's supposed to be gusting. I mean, it's supposed to be gusting 50 miles an hour in the morning. So, I mean, it's a pretty good storm that's coming through. Yeah, man, Roger says he's ready for the creeks. Me too, man. I'm ready for the creeks, but I know it's not going to be easy. It is not going to be easy. But, so like I said, been running some trips, you know, having success, brush piles, timber, rocks, bridges, pretty much everything like that. My creek scouting and creek season starts November 1st, so that's actually the date that my wife is scheduled to be induced, assuming he doesn't come any sooner. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to really do any creek scouting for a while. I'm gonna try to as soon as the opportunity presents itself, and it's gonna be interesting. Television Pilot said we might be all in the same few creeks if scouting doesn't pan out. LOL. Yep, that's exactly what I'm about to get into, man. Slapbuster, I may go crazy. I'll have my live scope by the time the expo gets here. I may just have to go with it. JK been a hell of an experience. Heck of an experience. Yeah, man, that live scope's gonna make a big difference, man. You're gonna love it. You're just gonna have to go win it. Oh, okay. I'm just reading over here, just all off. Fredo, so many hidden long sandbars on the south side of Louisville. Be careful. Yeah, man. I haven't been to Louisville in probably a couple months now. But I've been watching it. Those lakes are dropping. I was looking this morning. It's almost it's like 6.5 or 5.5 foot, a little more I think. So almost 6 foot low, which is really, really low. I mean, we're gonna have a low water year for sure. There's no way around it. There really isn't. So I was wanting to, talk about that, what I'm thinking is gonna happen with that. And I also want to talk about, the 10,000 subscriber giveaway. Thank you guys so much for the support on that. So I'm gonna have to push that back. I didn't want to, but I honestly just didn't really foresee Sylvia being so sick this long. I was really hoping that she would feel better and I'd have a little more time, but that's just not been the case. And so I've just been super busy, and I didn't want to like cram everything into once and just try to make it all happen before the baby gets here. So I'm gonna revisit that, and I'll definitely make some announcements on that whenever I get back into that, when I have time to get back into that. And again, I apologize, everyone. That was not my intention to promote that 10K subscriber giveaway and have to back away. But just, things have been just real fluid lately. I get 1 day a week off, for the most part. Just my job's just not really flexible anymore like it used to be. And so it's been really, really limiting me. And I've just been trying to get things ready for the baby, and clean this, clean that, get this ready, get that put together, and it's been a lot. Wesley Hayes, thanks for being here. Got 1.5 inches at Louisville Lake today, and got more coming. Yes, nice. Pescana Roger, some of the brush piles are showing up because of water levels. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, man. It's been a while since the lakes around here have been this low. I actually went back to my notes, and I think 2011 or 2013, I can't remember now. One of those years was when the lakes were this low last. If y'all go check out that last video I put out, the creeks are in trouble. On there is some great information on the lake levels, and I go over that, break down lake levels. That's not a clickbait thing or anything. It's just a fact. Like, a lot of these creeks are in trouble, and a lot of so I'm not saying there's not gonna be 2013. That's right, Roger. So I'm not saying there's not gonna be any creek fishing that's done successfully, but you're gonna have to work a lot harder and have to get lucky, and there's gonna probably be some pretty heavy crowds in the few creeks that have enough water. Welcome to my crappie tackle box. Thanks for being here. He has a deeper chirp that works great. That's awesome. Oh yeah, Fredo. Man, Fredo, we're ready for some more videos, man. Been waiting. P.W. Harris, 2011 was the last big drought. Yep. At least Louisville, says Roger. Slab says he'd cry every day carrying a baby around. Crappie tackle box. I used it a couple days back, and the crappie and the shad are stacked at the pump station pier at White Rock. That's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's right. Television pilot. 2011, 2014 were all drought years. 13 into 14 was horrible. Wesley Hayes, by the end of November, Louisville will be back to full, says Farmer's Almanac. Yeah, I'd be willing to bet that's not the case. I don't see us getting that much rain. I hope I'm wrong, but man, I don't believe that. It's gonna take a spring rain, I think, to fill these lakes back up. Oh no, Fredo, you can't be retired already, man. Man, come on. We're waiting on some of those videos, buddy. Can't leave us hanging. You got to come back out of retirement. Oh no, Fredo's messing with me now. I know he didn't sell his GoPro. Farmer's Almanac is wrong. It's a double La Nina year. Yeah, and I've been looking at long range forecasts, all that. It's looking really dry. That's why I think spring is when it's going to happen. This La Nina weather pattern will hold into 2024. Yeah, and so that's what I was kind of talking to. So in that video, I'll go over a lot of stuff in that video. If you got time, definitely good video to check out. But so we go through periods of drought and periods of floods. And if y'all recall, the last 3 to, I mean, even probably 5 years, 3 to 5 years have been pretty rainy, pretty stormy. We've had lakes flooded more times than not flooded. And so I think we're finally starting to come off of that flood peak, and we're starting to go back down to the drought. And you know, like PW said, like a lot of these droughts I think are going to come in year periods. So this whole year's been pretty dry. I foresee next year being pretty dry too, at least just from the pattern that I've you know, seen so far. And so we're going to see how this holds up, but we're just going to have to adapt to these low water conditions. Derek Tolley, have you been to Hickory Creek this year? No, that creek's way too low. Slab Buster. I would say I imagine, but couldn't take the pain. Y'all better than us. Television pilot. I said after that a few times of morning sickness, I'd be punching myself in the stomach. Yeah. Man, and that's, you know, and that's why I say, you know, so I've been helping my wife with a lot of stuff, helping her out with as much as I can. You know, I know, like, I've seen how sick she's been, and it's been pretty tough, so just helping out the best way I can. Oh, nice. That's nice, crappie, man. Yeah, I haven't been over there in a long time. That's back in my old stomping grounds over there. The Trinity River over in that area and all those gravel pits. Spent a lot of time over there as a kid. That it's a little sketchy now over there, but fishing with Fredo, just kidding. One of these days I'll get back to it. Have too many ideas floating in my head. Nice, man. We're ready. But so I want to mention too, you know, so I don't like to be too pushy with things or anything like that, but if y'all and thanks again, Albert Highsaw. If y'all feel inclined, I totally appreciate, you know, super chats or donations to the channel through Cash App, anything like that. Sylvia my wife will put the Cash App in there if you so feel, you know, inclined to. I really appreciate that. You know, I don't. The main thing is I ask for your support, whether that be, you know, like joining me on live like today. Tonight, and just sharing the videos when you can. You know, if you have someone that you know likes crappie fishing or fishing in general, you know, mention my channel to them, and see, you know, if they like it. And if they like it, tell them to subscribe. That subscribing helps me out a ton as well. I've got some plans for the future, and I really would like to continue to grow. that's gonna help me get those plans and make them a reality. Slab says, Fredo, you got live scope and quit fishing. I got dibs on his live. Babe, I think that's, do you have the Cash App? I think that's the my email. I'm sure little man's giving her a hard time. She's multitasking. Yeah, Television Pilot, we were so close. I'm planning on being off the rest of the year, and planning on being off the rest of the year, and so, you know, I'll be honest, you guys, too. Like, I've been having, you know, trouble with just work and just trying to have time to do things, and it's been pretty tough. You know, sometimes things don't necessarily, you know, go your way, and you kind of have to adapt, and that's kind of how my job's been. It's been changing on me, and just been having to try and adapt, you know. Yep, I'm sure he is. But so the creeks, let's talk about the creeks a little bit. I don't want to, you know, keep y'all too long. As far as the creeks go, so here's the game plan for the creeks this year. Excuse me. If you're planning on looking for creek fish this year, a couple things. You need to. Wesley says it's raining big time over there on Lake Louisville. That's good. I mean, we'll take all the rain we can get. So, as far as the creeks go this year, most of the creek, I'd say, you know, just in general from the creeks that I know and I fish on a regular basis, I'd say probably 25% I'd say 25 to 30%, maybe even 40. We'll maybe push it to 40% of those creeks have enough water for me to even go look at. Majority of the creeks that I know are just too low, and I know that because going in or out, you know, or especially last year toward the end of the year when the lake started to get low. I mean, I guess that's kind of when it started, at the end of the year. Spring they filled back up, but at the end of last year, or at the end of the winter last year, they were starting to get low. And so those creeks and stuff, I've noticed when I went in and out, you know, back then, I mean, there's no water, and that was at that level. And so I'll go back and compare that level to what it is now, and I know for a fact there's no water. There's no way those fish can get in there. And so I'm just not even going to go mess with that. I'm going to try and do the best that I can as far as finding those creek fish. And it's just going to be a grind, you know. There's going to be a lot of skunk days, more than normal. But when you find them, I'm trying to think how to, so creeks that are deeper will probably be better off. Those shallow creeks are going to be more hit or miss. And, you know, if we can get some rain right now, if we can, you know, this rain right now is great timing because I want it to rain now, rain by the time, you know, mid-November gets around, when things are really starting to move, really starting to pick up. Then we'll have a little more water in there, and that water will be settled down. You don't want all this rain all winter long. You want it to rain before winter or late fall, and then that way that water is in there, it settles, and the fish move in. If that water is real turned up and real muddy and moving, they're not going to move in as good as they would otherwise. Pescando con Roger, as they start growing, it's going to be harder with their activities, but you can find the time. Oh yeah, man, for sure. Mike Hallmark, thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. We finally got rain today. Yep, we finally got some rain. Yeah, Slab, I saw that, man. That's great. They're doing real good for sure. Television Pilot, some of these fish that can get in might. Yep, and that's another thing too. So if we get some rain and those fish move in, and they stay there, and they will stay there if it stays cool and you know, shad stay in there, they'll stay in there. And if that water level drops, they'll get stuck in there until they get caught out or until the rain comes back in. Backyard outdoors, will the low creek water level affect next year's spawn, even though we get water in the spring? So backyard, thanks for being here, by the way. I appreciate you being here. So I don't think the low water is going to hurt the spawn that much. Me personally, I kind of like low water in the spawn. It just eliminates a lot of water. They're going to be spawning, you know, it's just a lot less area for them to spawn in. So it's easier to find them for me. But they'll spawn, even if the lake's low, they will spawn. And actually, some of the better years I've had have been on low water years. You know, there's less water to warm up, so they'll warm up quicker. The spawn will be a little quicker, at least for me, it seems like. So yeah, I don't think the low water is going to hurt too much to spawn, and we'll probably have a lot more water come springtime when those fish do start spawning. That's going to come, Roger. Probably those creeks connecting to lakes with better water levels are going to be the best. Yeah, most likely. And that's the thing, you know, you can pull up those lake levels and check and see. And you know, the reason I say it's going to be tougher is because, you know, the average weekend fisherman, for the most part, you know, they don't have time to go out and scout different creeks, or you know, or and I even have this problem too, is they have 1 day a week to go fish. So they think, okay, well, I have that 1 day this week. So do I want to go fish the creek that I know that I can catch fish in, or do I want to go look at a whole new creek and potentially get skunked and not catch a single fish? You know, 9 times out of 10, those guys are going to go to those same creeks. And so that's why I say this water level is going to be, this season is going to be tougher, because the average guy that fishes the same creek, you know, year after year, the average guy is going to have their creek have no water, or not have enough water, or those fish are not going to be where they usually are. They're going to be in totally different places. And so you're going to have to really adjust. You're going to really have to look at different places, and you're going to have to scout different places than you normally would. Slapbuster, you just won the... Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it's just amazing to me that crappie fishing is where it's at now, where you can win $100,000 fishing a tournament. It just goes to show you guys, you can never dream too big. No matter how crazy something sounds to someone, you know, someone tells you, man, you're crazy. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. That's not true, because even back when I started, you know, 15 years ago, I don't even know how long ago. It's been probably 15 years ago now. 15, maybe even 20, I don't know. But back then, you know, you really couldn't, if someone were to say, hey, in 15 years, there are going to be crappie tournaments that you win $100,000 in, you'd be like, no way, no way. But that's where the sport is growing. The sport is growing that way. Oh, you bet, Mike. Yeah, he's 22. That's good. He's got an early start for sure, kind of like me. I don't fish a lot of tournaments. I just really don't care for them, but fishing's good that early for sure. Wesley Hayes, if they get trapped in the creeks, I'll relocate them to the grease. There you go. Hey, they got to be relocated one way or the other, huh, Wesley? I hope he's not weighing them down, says Fredo. Slap, hey, how much rain? So I think we got a little over an inch here today. We got another batch coming through. They say between this batch and the batch at the end of the week, we'll have 3 to 4 inches of rain. So definitely take all that we can get, Slab. Television pilot, if the water is rising or falling during the spawn, it can move them. Low and stable is better. Yep. And that's true too. You know, those typically when you have a low water in the spring, the weather's stable. You know, you don't have as much rain, flood, you know, it's just everything's more stable. Yep, he is, Slab. He's living the dream. Yeah, and his dad, yeah, that's one thing. That's great to see, you know. I love to see that. I love to see that. And I don't like to get too personal on here or nothing, but I never knew my dad until recently. And that's cool, you know. That's just, you know, how the cards were dealt. But that's why, you know, I'm so grateful for my grandpa. He, you know, he's his health isn't the best these days, or I'd love to have him out more and you know, film and bring him along and have y'all see him. He's, you know, great guy and taught me everything I know, but just his health is just not the best right now. Wesley, this is the last round of rain until Friday. I'm in Highland Village on Louisville, and we're getting close to 2 inches now. Nice. I was at the Crappie Expo, says El Catfish Grande. It was pretty awesome. That's awesome. Mike Hallmark, Hubbard Creek Lake has an extra long creek on it. Oh yeah, nice, man. Yeah, Slab, yeah. It's great, you know, seeing everyone fish with their dad and everything, but that just was never an opportunity for me, so it you know, it's almost like, I don't know how to even describe it. It's almost like, you know, just kind of a disadvantage in a way. It seems like, you know, that's like real looked good upon, you know, in the community, you know, just in general, in society in general, and that just was something that was just never there for me. Oh yeah, Fredo, I know you do for sure, man. It's gone to Quinn Roger. One day you'll have your kids fishing with you, buddy. The best mentor. Oh, appreciate it. Yeah, man, I can't wait for that. Can't wait for that. Yeah, Wesley, man, it's a long story, but I've reached out to him. He don't want nothing to do with me, so it's all good. Yep, television pod. That's right, man. You know, that's one thing I can't wait for. I cannot wait for, you know, them to get big enough and we'll go out. I know for sure. I mean, it's in their blood, right? So I would assume that they would like it. I would hope they would like it, but you know, if they don't, that's cool. But I definitely can't wait for that. Hopefully sooner than later too. Like hopefully, I think this year maybe we can start getting my my oldest out. Can't wait. That's right, Slab. That's right. I don't sweat it, but it is what it is. But Donnie, hey kid and crew, what's up this evening? Praying for rain. Yeah, we need this rain. Definitely need this rain. More rain, the better. Go ahead and rain now. Flood it. Fill it up. Calm it down, and then the fish will be in there biting good. Mike Hallmark, don't sweat it, dude. I'm 60, never met my dad, but was adopted by an awesome man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, man, Mike, that's, you know, my grandpa was there for everything. You know, he's almost more special in a way because he's, you know, he's doing both, the dad and grandfather duties all in one, you know. Wesley Hayes, you're gonna have to get a bigger boat, start taking them boys out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Might have to get like a center console or something. Television pilot says, everyone but kid, name your favorite creek spots. Man, you got the jokes today, buddy. Yeah, he would. Yeah, my little man, he loves like I'll just take him some jigs, I'll just take him some jigs and he'll just look at them and play with them and like he's just so fascinated by them. Fredo, wish mine didn't want anything from me. I wouldn't have gotten Harley Davidson belt knuckles across. Oh man, yeah, I'm sorry about that, man. It's not fair, right, man? Just not fair. Thanks, Slab. Thanks, Slab. Yeah, for sure. Vicky says, yep, it'll be on video. Oh, yeah. Yep, that's right. Just like Mike says, Fredo, you beat the odds, man. You turned out great. Slab says, man, I'm lucky my dad was a hero. Yeah, that's right, man. I think a lot, you know, I mean, not that I'm saying, you know, you or anything like that, but a lot of people take that for granted, you know, that, you know, their dad's always been around or, you know, whatever. And it's just not the case for everyone. Everyone's, you know, got their own story and their own set of circumstances. And I'm a true believer that, you know, you can't judge what anyone's going through just by looking at them, you know. Cowboy Car Crushing, thanks for being here. Rained all day in the DFW. Yes, it did, and I'm glad. I'm glad. Nice, Cowboy. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you have your dad. Donnie, are you getting some out there? I raised my 2 sons as a single dad from diapers. They're 21 and 23 now. And my 2 best friends, I'm blessed. Yeah, that's right, Donnie. Yeah, that's the one thing, you know, that really helps is having kids of your own, you know, so you know that they're not going to ever have to, you know, deal with that. They really do. They're never going to have to wonder that. And so that gives you a peace of mind, you know. But, let's see. Man, Mike's mostly, I mean, mostly I've been on, I've actually been to Lavon recently. I've been a little bit everywhere. Lavon, Louisville as usual. I've been up to Texoma. I'd say most of the time I've probably been on Grapevine. But Grapevine's not been fishing. Grapevine's been kind of hit or miss, to be honest. It's got its good days and it's got its terrible days too. Fishing with Fredo. Thanks, Mike. Grandpaing is what I was born to. I don't toot my own horn or anything, but I'm an awesome grandpa. That's right, Fredo, man. You are an awesome grandpa. They're lucky, man. But yeah, I mean, I hate to get personal on here, but, you know, I consider you guys family. I really do. You know, a lot of y'all have been on here from day one, been supporting me every time, and I definitely, you know, I do consider you guys family. Yep, that's right, Slab, that's right. Tio Fredo, says Roger. Yep, that's right, Fredo. Just one big family on here. It's all good, says Slab Buster, helps to all about it. Sometimes I understand. Yeah, for sure, Slab. Yeah, I'm hoping my grandfather's health gets you know, better and better. He's doing better and better. You know, he got the C word. I'm not gonna say it on here. He got the C word, you know, back when it was going around pretty good, and you know, he was put in the hospital. I mean, there was a time when I was really worried, but he pulled through. You know, he's just taking him time to get his strength back, and that's another thing. I've been kind of dealing with the same thing. When I got the C word back in January, and I'm still having problems. You know, here it is almost November, still having issues with my strength and breathing, and so I'm hoping that gets better with the creek season coming up too. Yeah, but y'all, I'm gonna have to try and get him to. I'm gonna have to get him on the boat. I've had him on the boat one time. This boat, I've had him on there one time in August, and I wanted to film, but I was like, no. I was like, I wanted to kind of cater to him and have all my attention for him, you know, with bait and hooks and all that. And so I wanted to kind of just, you know, give him my full attention. So I didn't even film, but definitely gonna have to get him back out and film. Y'all are gonna, you know, laugh till like there's no tomorrow. He's a blast. He says what's on his mind, and that's it, you know. Crappie is pouring on I-30. I-35 and Empire. I think it just thundered here too. I think that's what I heard. Anyone have an action cam for sale? It says crappie. No, I need to buy another one, honestly. Cowboy, I try, I can't fish like that yet. I have to make 1,000 casts a day. Hey, some days it's like that. That editing makes things seem a lot better than they really are. they it cuts out a lot of that slow time. That's one thing, someone will recognize me or something and say, hey man, you make it look so easy. And I'm like, yeah, that editing, you don't see the 10 trips that I caught one fish each trip and, I'm struggling and all that, but that's part of it. Slapbuster, I remember pics of that. Man, I'd love to see him reeling in a slab. Yeah, it was fun. Some of those crappie, he's lost some weight, and so some of those crappie about pulled him in the water. It was so fun. Barfly fishing, there he is. What's up, man? Thanks for being here. Yeah, television, that editing makes everything look a lot better. Mike Hallmark, you will never be back like you were. That stuff hangs around and changes your lungs. Yeah, I actually went to the doctor last week and they told me that, like, I'm gonna have to, do some tests and stuff and see what they do, but yeah. I'm guessing you're going through the same thing, Mike. Hate to hear that if so, man. Yeah, it is thundering. Can y'all hear that out there? We had a tornado warning over probably like an hour west of us not too long ago. It's those 32nd ounce jigs. What? This is Texas. That stuff ain't big. I can't do it. Yeah, those 32nd ounce and 16, and those things. It takes a lot of patience for those jigs to get down in 15, 20 foot of water. Yeah, it's thundering pretty good. If the garage door opens and wind blows in, y'all come looking for me. That means we got hit. But I really feel like that's why y'all don't see me with the split shot above my jig a lot. I like that light jig. I like that jig falling. I can see it well enough on live scope that I can catch fish that way. But I feel like that weight, I mean, it works great if you're in super deep water. I feel like that weight up top kind of throws that balance off and it doesn't look quite as natural. It's raining out there. I can hear it now. Yeah, man. Barfly says that the C word was rough on him the second time. Yeah, it's tough, man. Donnie, I mean, are you getting some rain? Sorry, I wasn't clear. My boys' mom jumped ship. I just did what I had to as a dad. I've had C twice. It's tough to get past. Thanks, Donnie. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, I definitely know what you're talking about, Donnie. Maybe one day I'll go into all that, but that's a whole nother thing. Slapbuster, I got lucky. I had it, no side effects. It was nasty though. Lost all taste and smell. Oh man, yeah, you got lucky for sure. A1 Fishing, thanks for being here, man. I appreciate you being here. PW Harris, the likely best crappie creek this winter rhymes with Mo Ranch. There you go, man. I get what you're putting down. Cowboy, yeah, North Texas needs all the rain we can get. Mike, I had it before. It was here and gave me COPD symptoms. Oh no, man, hate to hear that. Barfly says 1/16 ounce is his go-to year-round. Yeah, me too. If I can get away with a 16th ounce, that's what I'm going to use. Nate Dog 79, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you. Television pilot, yep, I got a bunch of 1/16 with a number 6 for my small baits when I'm impatient. There you go. Cowboy says, I really don't crappie fish. I just fishing is pure. Yeah, just fishing in general, you know, that's the sport that we're all into for sure. Backyard outdoor. In your experience, kid, will this rain fire up the bite or slow it down? In my experience, backyard, it'll slow it down, and that's because that water will get muddy. Once that water clears, it'll be on. So, but it's good, but it's bad in the short term, if that makes sense. It's good. Rain is good long term, but it's bad short term. At least for crappie right now in the early fall. Barfly pitches the best for control. Yep, that's right. A1, the water's been really low, but it doesn't stop the bite. Yeah, I believe you're out in Louisiana, if I'm right. A1, I think I remember you being in Louisiana. Maybe I got you mixed up. Donnie, I don't use the weights as a rule. I really only fish shallow water lakes as a rule, 7 to 10 foot. A 16 is my go-to size. Nice. Yeah, and I don't fish. I mean, I fish deep water, but I'll wait. It is pouring out there. I'll wait a little bit for that smaller jig to get down there. I just feel like it just gets way better reaction. But yeah, we're getting some more rain now. I can hear it dripping out there. Let's see what we end up with. Shreveport. Okay, I was thinking so. Yeah, and that's right too. So it's the rain muddying the creeks is really dependent. So it doesn't really necessarily. It does. So every creek's different. Every creek's watershed is different. So there's a direct relationship between the watershed size, you know, where the rain falls, how fast it falls, to how muddy a creek will get. I've seen it flood at my place, and I go up the road to a creek or whatever, and it looks like it didn't even rain. And that's because that rain didn't fall in that watershed. It fell in a different watershed, and so that water didn't make it to that creek. So it really depends, you know. There's some great websites. You can go to Google and type in North Texas stream gauges, and you can go in there and pull up each stream, each creek, and there's a gauge, well, not each one, but most of them. And you can see, that, you know, how high up they are, if they're 3 foot high, 4 foot high, and how fast they're flowing. So that'll give you a rough estimate on, you know, how much time to give it after rain for it to settle down. Television says the current would draw more fish in. Yeah, and the mud is what's rough. Yeah. So that's the thing. So the rain, like I said, the rain is good long term, but it's bad in the short term. It'll draw fish in, and the fish will have more water. But you know, it's gonna muddy it up, and there's gonna be a period where it's not that good. Concrete needs rain, says Mike. LOL. Yeah, there's plenty of concrete around here, that's for sure. Thank you, Vicky. I appreciate that. Yak A, if this rain here in North Texas is going to give a helping hand. Yes, it is in the long term, for sure. It's gone to Con Roger. Hey, buddy, I have to drive back home, but I'm still listening. Thanks for everything. Hey, man, thank you for being here. You drive safe on the way home, buddy. Be careful out there. I know it's raining and storming. Nice. Yeah, some West Texas creeks. I need to get out that way. Thank you, Mike. I really appreciate it. Yep, mud is good. It'll muddy up the water to a certain, or it'll warm up the water, but there's a fine line of like too muddy and not, and you know, there's a fine line for sure. Yak A, when are we gonna get merch? Man, I don't know yet. That's a good question. I don't have, you know, I don't feel like I have the following yet to do that, but I'm sure there'll be one point when I'm ready to do that, but not quite yet, man. I appreciate it though. I really appreciate you bringing that up. That's a good question. Meant walking through it says television pilot. Donnie, how much you think the lack of water in the springs will affect the spawn if they're still at low levels in the spring. Yeah, Donnie. So, so for me, I definitely really don't think it's gonna have that much of an effect in the spawn. There's a lizard on my wall over there. Pretty good size one. So I don't think it's going to affect them that much. I had mentioned before. So the water, there's less water in the spring, or there's less water to warm up in the spring when the lakes are low. And typically when the lakes are low, the water is more stable. That usually means the weather's more stable. Everything's more dry. And so typically I think I do just as fine. I do probably better. There's less water for those fish to spawn. You can find them a little better in the spring when the water's low. So I look for it to be good either way. Definitely years that things flood, the fish, their survival rates a little better, and that's great. Thank you so much, Fredo, man. I appreciate that, man. You didn't have to, buddy. Really appreciate that. And so, yeah, I think it's going to be good in the spring, even with the water being low. Yep, Pecan Creek's going to be really good this year. That creek, that's one thing. That creek never muddies, and it's the warmest creek on the lake. So that's typically one of the first places they get going. Yak Abe, if you ever do a small batch of merch, let me know. Will do, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I don't really have a lot of, requests, so I'll definitely look into it and see what I can get going. I'd appreciate it. Or I appreciate that. Barfly just walking with the mud, stuck to our boots. Yes, in that little feeder creek, I was in my yak. Yep. Well, yeah, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping it up. I didn't want to be on here too long. My wife's up there dealing with little man, and he's a handful. I'm sure she's mentioned he's a handful on here. So, but I just wanted to touch base. Like I said, I've been real busy, and honestly, too, there hadn't been a lot to talk about. We're getting ready to get into creek season. Things are way different this year, and so I wanted to get on here and touch base and chat with you guys and see what's been going on. And again, I apologize for not being on live as much as I'd like, but I really appreciate y'all being on here, and be on the lookout for these creek videos. Like I said, as soon as I get time, I'm going to get out there and look. I've got some footage saved up right now from the boat, and it might take me a little bit to get out there on the creeks and look, but as soon as I do and I get on some fish, I'm gonna put some videos out for y'all, so y'all be on the lookout for that. As well, if y'all can, follow me on social media, you guys. So I have a Facebook page and an Instagram. They're always linked in the description of the videos that I put out. And you can see, and you can, if you go on there and follow that and like that, you'll see updates. So you'll see, like, if I catch fish in the creek before the creek video comes out. So you'll kind of see where things on the channel are heading, and I think that's pretty cool. So if y'all could check that out. Right now I'm not doing any guided trips right now, just because I'm waiting on the baby to come, and don't know really when that's at, so I don't want to get too much, like, set in stone to where I'm not sure when I'll be able to do it and all that. So Hugo, fun live as always, kid. Best of luck to you and Sylvia. Thank you, Hugo. Appreciate that, man. Good night, Vicky. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. I think it's a glitch, Barfly. I think it's a glitch, because mine has slowly come back today. Thanks, Slab. I appreciate it. Appreciate that. Mike, it was nice seeing you live. Keep those videos coming. Thank you, Mike. Thanks for being here and being supportive. I appreciate it. Donnie, have a good evening. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your support. Yeah, Hugo. Yeah, I think Barfly, I think I haven't got all mine either, but they've been, or those are at least, or the ones I'm getting are new ones. I really don't know at this point. For sure, Slab, for sure. Be on the lookout for that, buddy. Digging, thanks for being here. What's up, A1? Oh, nice, Hugo. That's awesome, man. Man, November 4th is actually, or was, Sylvia's due date. So that's pretty awesome. Thanks, Slab. You too. And well, I'm gonna do my best, Slab, to send this rain out there to y'all. So y'all be on the lookout for it. I'm from DFW, North Texas, digging. Thanks, Albert. Thanks again for your super chat. I appreciate that, man. Let's see. Thank you. First stop, says Roger. Thank you, man. I appreciate the good words, man. Like I said, be safe on the way back home. I'm gonna do my best, Slab, to send as much that way as I can. Oh, nice digging. Yeah, that's a good area for sure. Hey, Albert, no worries, man. No worries. I'm appreciative of you, of that, and I'm appreciative of you being here supporting me, man. Just your support is good enough. I really, really mean that. Oh, nice, Hugo. All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy. Y'all have a great night. Stay safe if you're here in North Texas with these storms coming in. I think we got a squall line coming in from the west. Y'all be sure to be weather alert. And I hope to see y'all out in the creeks this fall and this winter. And y'all be on the lookout. Thanks again for all the support. I really enjoyed chatting with you guys tonight. And really, really enjoy your friendship and support. Y'all be safe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Y'all take it easy and have a great night.